Hi, 28th of August 2017. I'm in Chandigarh, India. This video is about motivation in learning a language, especially English. I'm making it because of something my ex-student and friend, Wan Siak, said to me recently. Uh, he feels like he's forgotten his English, that he's not making good progress. A lot of people say this. So, what is motivation? Motivation means when you really want to do something. We human beings, we have tremendous willpower. When we really want something, we put a lot of energy into it. The problem is when somebody else, like our parents or our teachers, tell us we are supposed to want something. It doesn't work. You have to want something for yourself. You have to motivate yourself. Now, I don't know about you, but when I was 15 and 16, I was really motivated to enjoy myself. It was difficult to motivate me for my studies. Sometimes, I teach a lot of people of that age, but sometimes I think it's the worst moment in life to have to be sitting in a room studying. You want to be outside doing things. Anyway, that's the world we live in. Uh, so I guess it does depend a bit on the teacher. I mean, if you have a teacher you respect and who is pretty good, this makes you want to go to their class, this makes you want to study at home, and so on. And if the teacher is boring, then the other way. It also depends on your family members. If you have somebody in your family who is really good at speaking languages, this can motivate you. You want to be like them. They're your role model. And I guess that goes the other way too. If your parents or whoever it is just making you feel bad about your language and telling you you have to study more when they themselves don't necessarily speak a language, well, difficult to be motivated. Possible, but difficult. There's another thing. Well, as you can see, I'm getting older. I'm more than 60. And during my life, I have been motivated for learning language and I haven't been motivated. I think there is a time in life for everything. There's a time in life when you really want to do something, so you do it. And there are other times in life where, as we say, you put that on a back burner. It is of less importance to you. Now, the thing about languages, and it's really important, if you are okay, you're good at English. We're talking about English mainly here, but it's the same for any language. If you're good at a language, there are times in your life when you might not use it, when other things are more important, and then you begin to feel bad and think that you have forgotten that language. Many people have told me this, and it's not correct. And I have a, what could we call this? A metaphor. I have a picture about this that I invented years ago. I've never heard anybody else use it, but I think it's cool. And it's the language room metaphor. Okay? In your head, you have different language rooms. You have your first language. This is the language you use every day. And so the room of that language that you have in your head, you keep it really clean. It's got great furniture, plenty of light, that's the room that you live in. That's your main language room. Now, the other languages you speak, sometimes you go out of that room and you don't go in again for years. So that room, it gets a bit dusty. Things need fixing in that room. The first thing you have to do if you decide to go in that room again is open up the windows, get the air going, give it a bit of a clean, and then you'll find that that language is as good as it was. That language room is as good as it was when you left it. So, like my Spanish, I don't use it very much. The Spanish room in my head, it's getting a bit dusty. If I go back to Spain, it will need a bit of a cleanup, but I know it will be fine after I've opened the windows and got the air moving. Now, my French room, I never could speak French at a high level, so that's like the room in my head for French. The furniture's not that good, and really, if I want to live in that room, I'm going to have to upgrade the furniture. That means improve my vocabulary, and really, I need to work on that room if I want it to be as nice a room as my English or my Spanish room. So that's the metaphor. And it means that you never forget a language. It just gets a bit dusty. And if there is a time in your life where you need to really move ahead on a particular language and you are motivated and you really want to do it, then you do it. But you can leave it for now if you have other things that are more important to you. That's my opinion anyway. Don't forget, we have an amazing capacity to learn languages. It's a great gift that we have as human beings, the ability to learn different languages. It's a privilege and a pleasure to be able to speak other languages in addition to your native language. And to speak a language like English or Spanish as a second language is great because it helps you to participate in an international culture. And instead of thinking that this is a problem and you've forgotten and you're not doing well, I think you need to be positive. At least once you're who I haven't seen you for so many years, but I know you, and I'm sure that when you need it, your English will be as good as you want it to be because you're a smart guy and you know how to motivate yourself. So I wouldn't worry if in recent years you've needed to put other things first and English is less of a priority for you. When you need your English, it will come back to you and you can upgrade it as much as you want. You can do that. It's not difficult. Okay? So I think that's enough from me for this video. Bye.